All right, welcome back to Cricket Today. I'm your host, Liam McCallion, also known as the Stats Guy. I'm here with Marcus Barzano. Both of us are very happy that we got to see some cricket last night. How you going, Marcus?
Yeah, good, thanks. It's about time, to be honest.
I know. After that, crappy weekend, we finally got to see some cricket. And we also got social guy Leo Mullally. How you going, Leo?
Yeah, good, Stats Guy. As you guys are very excited that we finally got to see a full game last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And out of all places, Tassie had the best weather of the last 4 days. I wouldn't have expected that. As we mentioned all of the last week, the best time of year is here. The Aussie summer of cricket. We're absolutely loving it already. Game last night didn't get washed out. I actually wrote that in the run sheet before the game, so that was a bit risky. But very happy that didn't get washed out. Today we're going to do a wrap-up of that game from last night, the Hurricanes first sixes, including the stats, scores, best performers. And then we're going to do an upcoming match preview of what should be a really good match tonight, I reckon, in the Thunder versus the Heat, including a few yeah-nahs. Leo's signature, he's going to give us a yeah-nah there. Some predictions for the match, and then the best Supercoach players from last night, and then our ones who we think you should be picking for tonight. So plenty to cover in the show. Why don't we get straight into it, lads?
Let's do it.
So, game wrap, Hurricanes versus Sixers. If you want to give us the scores of what happened last night, please, Leo.
Yeah, so Hurricanes, they batted first, started off to a flyer, but then Sixers bowling was too good, bringing them back down to earth, scoring 8 for 135.
Yep.
And then Sixers just sort of, it was a little bit of a teasing run chase, but they got there in the last over, 4 for 139. So good win by the Sixers. What caught your eye, gents?
As you mentioned about the Hurricanes, they started pretty well with Jewell, 42 of 24. He looked absolutely awesome. But I think the next top score was 18, 19, 20. Like, they just couldn't, no one else could get going. And as soon as the Sixers started bowling slow balls, every single ball, it was really tough to face. I don't know if you saw that, Marcus. If they're just bowling slow balls, and it was way better than bowling pace. It just was tearing them up. I don't know what was going on there.
I think it just shows that's probably what you're going to do on that pitch down in Tasmania if you want to be economical. Tom Curran was really impressive, 3 for 19. He almost got barbecued.
He was too close to the fire.
Yeah.
I think Finchy was talking about that from a couple of years ago. He always waits for the fire before he collects the balls, and then he almost got flamed as well.
even when you're at the crowd at the game as a fan,
you can feel it. Yeah,
you can feel it, and it does surprise you.
I was at the MCG when Kiss were playing. I was literally in the third back row of the granny for the footy, and I could feel their flames. So I can't imagine the flames when you're standing right next to them.
Did you rock your eyebrows up in Kiss makeup too?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got the long tongue out.
But going back to the game, I think a lot of the Hurricanes batsmen struggled to settle. I think they all got into, like, a majority, 5 or 6 of them, got into the teens, the late teens for runs, but just couldn't progress further. Whereas Hughes for the Sixers made 60 not out of 50 and was really settled in a sort of low-scoring run chase. I think that was really the difference between the two sides.
Yeah, I think Hughes, he sort of played it like a bit of a one-dayer where he knew he's not going to be able to hit too many boundaries. I think he didn't hit a boundary until he only hit 1 or 2 boundaries until he's 50. And then he sort of, just took his time. I was saying I was getting frustrated with his batting at the start, and then he went on to make 60 not out. So he just steadied their ship there, and that was the difference, because no one on the Hurricanes could just stay in for long enough. They just, towards the end, especially Tom Curran taking that 3 for, I still think he's the best all-rounder in this competition. I think he's going to have a really good season, especially with the ball. So, yeah, pretty good effort by the Sixers. I think Leo and I tipped the Sixers there. Marcus got the Hurricanes, but yeah, we'll get some more tips for the next games coming up. All right, lads. Should we get right into the upcoming match preview? So this one should be a really good game as well. Thunder versus the Heat. Leo, can you start us off with the yeah-nah for this game?
Yeah, so the yeah-nah for this is all about Tanveer Sangha. He will take 3+ wickets tonight. Yeah-nah.
Oh, what do you reckon, Marcus?
I'm going to be cautious and I'm going to go nah. Just because first game of the season, Heat are pretty settled. They didn't really struggle with spin that much in the first game. I know it's a different pitch. But I just feel like 3 wickets, it's always a big ask from a bowler, particularly a young bowler. But he's definitely got the powers to do it. So I hope he proves me wrong. What about you, Stats Guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, not like definite yeah, but I'm gonna say yeah. I just had a look before the show. He had 3 wickets the last time he played the Heat, so he didn't play last season, but he did take, I think it was 3 for 19 or something like that when he played last time. I really think he's going to take 3 wickets. Leo, I think in the season previous really talked him up as like the Aussies' next big spinner. I think he took 21 wickets a couple of seasons ago when he played a full season. I think he's going to be probably their most important player with the ball, Tanvi saying. If he can get if every game or so he takes 2 or 3 wickets, he's going to be really important for them. And he's going to bowl his full 4 overs. And spin in Big Bash, I think, is the most important type of bowling. So I'm going to say yeah for that one. What do you reckon, Leo, for your own? No.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards yes on this. It is 3 wickets is a lot in 4 overs, but I think he matches up well. The Heat have a lot of right-handed batsmen in the squad, so he's not only going to threaten the outside edge, but with his wrong end, he can threaten the stumps and LBW.
Yep.
So it's going to bring in more modes of dismissal.
Yeah, good call.
So I'm just leaning slightly yes, but he'll be in the wickets tonight, I think, even if it's just one.
I reckon I'm going to do a really bold call here. He's going to get the first hat-trick of the tournament. How about that?
Geez, there you go.
Zampa was on one the other night. I think he's got one before, actually. I reckon Tanvi Sangha, if he doesn't get it tonight, he'll get a hat-trick in this tournament. I'm just going to say tonight. Why not?
Click that up there.
Yeah, why
that's
not?
his 3. So he might even get 4. Who knows? And then that's the funny thing about my prediction. I'm not going with the guy that's going to take a hat-trick. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the predictions. Leo, you want to start us off with your prediction for this game?
Yeah, so I am tipping the Thunder in this game.
Yep.
Look, the Heat were very impressive in their opening game, so it's a tough call this one, but I think I've just got to stick with my anti-Heat agenda at the moment until they actually win maybe another 2 or 3 games, and I'll switch over.
Yeah, fair enough. Marcus, who are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to back the Heat. Though I'm very impressive in the first game, and obviously we haven't seen what the Thunder are going to produce so far this season. It's a bit of an unknown. So just purely off that, I'm going to back the Heat, although I do think the Thunder could do pretty well this season.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to go the Heat as well. I know it's probably a little bit of recency bias just because we haven't seen the Thunder with this weird scheduling. You got, I think it's the Renegades have like a 10-day break or something like that, which seems very odd. But I think the Heat, they've just got really good bowlers. I know they lose a few batters to the Test team, but I don't mind their batters. Josh Brown coming in, I'm very happy that he's back in the side. I'll have to pick him for round 2 of my Supercoach. I was filthy he didn't play in the first round. I'm very excited to watch him play, and I just think they've got really good depth, even though they've got a very young team. So I'm gonna go the Heat as well for my prediction. All right, lads. This is my favorite part of the show. We're going to do this every day now, just a separate Supercoach segment, just because we love our Supercoach. So let's have a look at the best performer from last night. Leo, who was the best performer in Supercoach in the Hurricanes versus Sixers last night?
Yeah, it was none other than Tom Curran, 104 points. Not only, I think it was 3 for 19 we mentioned earlier, almost got flamed, but he hit the winning runs as well. So, just proving what you said, Stats Guy is a quality all-rounder. Probably the best in the tournament. I don't want to speak too harshly on my man, the Chief. But yeah, he was really good last night.
I was going to ask you that, actually. Do you know why he's called the Chief? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
No, that's all right.
My first instinct would be, wasn't his dad the Chief of Cricket Australia?
Oh, yeah.
Might have been wrong on that.
No, you're right about that, but it could be.
Yeah, might not even be a relation to his nickname. But
yeah. All right. Yeah, nice. Tom Curran, he was awesome, 104 points. I had him in from the start. I think he was a bit expensive, 180,000, and he probably might go up a little bit, but I still think he's really well worth it. All right, lads, finish off with our Thunder versus Heat Supercoach pick. I'll start with you, Marcus. Who do you want to pick in this one?
I'm going to go with Sam Billings. I had him as skipper in the last game. He's a bit of a cheapie, 116,000. He will be keeping for this game, hopefully. But I think he can definitely get some wicketkeeper points. Didn't really get much time with the bat in the last game, so looking for him to get a bit more time here. So I think he could definitely produce a decent enough score of around 60.
Yeah, could he even just be like, I know 160,000 isn't the cheapest, but it's still pretty cheap. He could even go up in price. Just might be worth having him just to go up in price, then ship him out later. Something like that.
Yep, for sure.
All right, Leo, who are you going with for your Supercoach pick?
Yeah, going with Xavier Bartlett.
Ooh, okay.
I thought he was really impressive in the opening game. I think it was 2 for 8 off 3 overs. He might face a bit more of a, I guess, higher economy this game, especially with some of the Thunder batsmen at the top in Bancroft and Hales. But I just like his ability to take wickets in important overs and overs where the fielder's often up. So he's a really clever bowler when he doesn't necessarily have those fielding restrictions.
Yep.
So, yeah, I really like him at 133,000 for Supercoach tonight.
Yeah,
What about you, Stats Guy?
Yeah, I really like that one. I'm going to talk up my man, Daniel Sams. I think he's been one of the best all-rounders in the Big Bash over the last probably. But he's been around for 5 seasons, especially in his earlier seasons. But I think he's going to get back to that really strong form. I think he averages 143 strike rate, which I really love picking players with the big strike rate. Helps get their score up because even if they make only 15, 20 runs, if they're going to get it off 8 or 10 balls, then it's going to have a decent score with that strike rate. Averages 21 with the ball and has 100 wickets in 70 matches. Just pretty consistent. Usually gets a wicket or two. And then at the end, he always comes in and just goes from ball one. He'll either get you a duck or a quick 30. But I think he's made a 98 before I had a look at his top score as well. I don't think he's going to get back to those areas. But I just think all around as well. And he's actually taken a fair few catches. So he's just one of those really all-round players. He wears the sleeve so he can take big diving catches. So I'm going to go Daniel Sams at 162,000. Bit expensive, but all-rounders, I think, well worth it.
No, I like that pick. I think he'll come in at like number 6, so he sort of has to increase that strike rate towards the end of the innings. And I did see he was playing in the T10 tournament in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, there you go. So maybe he'll just go T10.
So we're used to the short format.
Yeah. The very short format. I can't even imagine T10. That would just be over in a blink of an eye, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's it for the Cricket Today show. That was a bit of a quick one. Well done. We'll be back with this tomorrow. Fingers crossed, no more washouts. Another full game like last night would be very handy. So get right around the show. Please subscribe on your podcast apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Like and review it as well. We love a review. 5-star review would be very handy. And chuck us a follow to Cricket Today and Cricket Today AU on all the socials. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Send in any questions via the socials. Any things you want us to chat about. Everyone's bagging Marcus for his Virat Kohli call. Let us know how we go in some blind rankings or any other fun videos we're going to be doing over the socials over the next couple of weeks. So let us know about that. I think that's it, lads. Thank you, Leo.
Cheers, Stats Guy. Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks, Marcus.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Joe, for producing. Thanks to me. And that's another episode of Cricket Today done. We're out.